Now, Joe Biden has 6 days left in office as president of the United States. Yay, but, until he's gone and left Washington, D.C., to one of his mansions, you might be better off being in Ukraine than being a U.S. citizen whose house just burned down in California, right, Mercy?
That's right. 6 days. 6 days. We're almost there, people. Joe Biden held a briefing at the White House on the response to the Los Angeles wildfires, where he proudly told victims how his administration is helping them out.
And I want to be clear. We're not waiting until those fires are over to start helping the victims. We're getting them help right now, as you all know. People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770, one-time payment, so they can quickly purchase things like water, baby formula, and prescriptions.
A one-time payment of $770. Joe Biden has given away 113 billion American taxpayer dollars, including 66 billion in military assistance to Ukraine. But if you're an American who lost everything in the fires, you get just $770 from Sleepy Joe and depressed Kamala. When Biden was done with his good news, Kamala Harris tossed up one of her infamous word salads, trying to offer comfort to the Angelinos.
This work is still very much in progress, and so it's critically important that, to the extent you can find anything that gives you an ability to be patient in this extremely dangerous and unprecedented crisis, that you do.
Matthew Foldi, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, Kamala's trying to make a point. We don't really know what her point is, but $770, that's just simply not enough, knowing the horrific, the amount of devastation that has happened in this community.
And think about just how this goes with everything else that we've seen from Biden, of him and the administration having to be bullied into actually doing their jobs and caring about Americans, going back to the train derailment in East Palestine, that when Donald Trump went instead of Biden, I think that really was one of the turning points of at least the presidential primary for Republicans. Biden didn't go for about a year. You think about FEMA, which we've covered on this show, looking at the yard signs in response to disaster zones. If you have a MAGA yard sign, them skipping your house. The woman who was implicated in that said that the orders in essence came from the top there. You see a North Carolina disaster where it's, hey, here's $600, shut up and be quiet. Remember, we also canceled all of the Starlink contracts illegally because we hate Elon Musk. That's what this administration has done. Because it's California, I think they were a little prompter in the middle finger that they're giving to Americans. They didn't need to be bullied into offering $770. But this is some of the most expensive land in America. So $770 there is about enough for, I think, a square of toilet paper where these people live.
Yeah, and we've seen California, they're actually suspending these regulations after the wildfires, because God only knows they have so many regulations. Gavin Newsom is being ripped for his handling and response to the fires, and now a bipartisan group is launching another recall effort against the incompetent liberal governor who survived a recall back in 2021 over his COVID response. Saving California plans on serving Newsom with papers in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, Newsom says he's taking action to prevent developers from potential land grabs in the aftermath of the fires. But check out his body language while talking about it to a local news station.
I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days, not just weeks.
What the heck is that with the shoulders, Virginia? I don't quite get it.
I wish I knew. A little cute. But maybe he's trying to do the Trump dance.
Maybe trying. Maybe sending a signal to Trump. But, here you've got Gavin Newsom unable to really, I think, make his case that they're taking care of this issue. I mean, you're talking about only 17% of these wildfires are contained.
I think that Gavin Newsom has lost and can kiss any prospects of being president one day goodbye, honestly, because of this situation. And Americans are watching is he going to take responsibility? I think that's the thing that people want to see. Honestly, they want to see him eat some humble pie and say, hey, we could have done this better. We could have been more prepared. And this is what we're going to do to ensure this never happens again.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.